We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys! At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Over here. What's the other? Check 13. Check 13. Zoom. Buzz. Be ready. He's coming. Jump out. Check 30.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. In 58. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
319. 65. 49, check 49, check. Cat 300. He's checking crowd. Slam. Check nickel. Cali, don't let Cali.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 66. Watch twist. Watch
Play action. Now it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dayon Buchanan gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Geis. And some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Rip left, rip left. Shoot.
Brady gives to Michel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They're running it. Mike's 59. Mike's 50. Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. He completes it right side away. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14th. Operating from the gun, Brady under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Jumper. Check 3, check 3. Protein spill. Mike. Shadow.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This a 33-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watch the shit.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
52. Rip right. Pick the edge. Go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down.
Run to the ball.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
No. 58. We want this. Two times. Three down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. And discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Check out Shadow.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. John Ray! Jim.
Get 300. Get 300. Buzz.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mark.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And Reed with it over the middle. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, take 26. Inside.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Brady. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check it.
Check 15.
Hey, check it. 72.
Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
No, 66. Check it. Alpha. Sugar.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
.35 yards that time on the punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Hey, take 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers looking long for his tight end. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the rout is on here in this first half.
28, Patriots 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, they'll run with White. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Wait, 20! Check it! Come to my work! Hey, Charlie! Come to my work!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, 88. 52. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Ratley. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
319. I got you, boy. I got you.
3rd down. Here's Geis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On play action, now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Slam. Alert 3, alert 3. Rip. Alert 3. Check.
Hey, Echo.
Check. Left.
Regular. Hey, Alabama.
Alert flare. Alert
72.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6-man. Check curls. Check.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
26. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's make these big.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will stop right around the 25. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 26.
Now Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady gives this to White. And now White, not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Switch it. Come on.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Brady now on 1st down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That one goes for 24 yards. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dallas Goedert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His 1st miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. Shift. Easy.
Now a run with Geis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
319. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the jump out.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will extend this big lead.
49, Patriots 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 5.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Sugar! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Ozzy! 72.
Brady will try again on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. Again, it's Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Fresno. Fresno.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check right left. Hey, turn it up. Check 37.
On the ground, it's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Slam.
Check it, reload.
Watch the edge.
Shadow.
Shotgun now for Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry, the rookie, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, 66. 53, Linda.
Check three.
Alert.
Tighten it.
Alert.
You got tight right there.
To throw again, Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 22 yards there, a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.